All right, let's talk about a story that has the entire tech world buzzing. A company has come out with a claim that could solve one of the biggest challenges in modern energy. The big question is this the real deal, or is it just some unbelievable hype? Okay, so where does this all begin? Well, it kicks off with an announcement so bold, so audacious. It honestly sounds like something straight out of a movie. A company you might not have even heard of, Donut Lab, made a claim that could literally change everything we know about transportation.
So picture this. We're at CES, the biggest tech show on the planet. And Donut Lab gets up and just drops a bombshell. They're not just saying, hey, we invented a solid-state battery. No, no. They're saying they have the world's first one that's ready to go for mass production, in cars, right now. I mean, you have to understand, the biggest names in the business have poured fortunes into this. So for them to hear this, it was just staggering.
Now, you'd think an announcement like that would get a standing ovation, right? Champagne corks popping everywhere. But that's not what happened at all. What they got was, well, first, just crickets, a really deafening silence, and then this absolute tidal wave of disbelief from every corner of the globe. So, what gives? Why all the doubt?
Okay, to really get why everyone's jaws were on the floor, you need to know why this is such a huge deal. Solid-state batteries, they're basically the holy grail of energy storage. I mean, look at the difference. They're way safer because they don't have those flammable liquids that current lithium-ion batteries do. They promise a much longer range, which means you could build lighter cars with way more design freedom. The biggest companies on Earth have been chasing this for years, spending billions trying to solve these massive technical puzzles, and nobody's cracked it. Until now, apparently.
So when this smaller, kind of unknown company just waltzes in and claims they've won the race, well, the industry reaction was fast, and it was not quiet. And we're not just talking about a few trolls on social media here. We're talking top-tier experts, industry analysts, major competitors, all saying pretty much the same thing. No way. The global consensus was that this was just too good to be true. The claims were, frankly, unbelievable. The funny thing is, Donut Lab totally saw this coming. Their own CEO, Marco Lehetamaki, basically summed up what the whole world was thinking with this one question. He knew they weren't just launching a product. They were fighting an uphill battle against a mountain of disbelief. So what do you do when pretty much everyone thinks you're making it all up? Do you argue? Do you put out press releases? No. Donut Lab's play was just as bold as their initial claim. They decided to bring in an independent referee. And listen, they didn't just pick some random lab down the street. They went straight to VTT, the Technical Research Center of Finland. This is a state-owned, globally respected institution, one of the top research centers in Europe, known for being super rigorous and, most importantly, impartial. This was a huge gamble because whatever VTT found, that was going to be the final word. And this is where their strategy gets really clever. Instead of running from all the skepticism, they leaned right into it. They literally named their transparency campaign after the very doubt they were facing. It was a brilliant in-your-face challenge to all their critics. And their plan was just a masterclass in how to build trust. Step 1, hire VTT, a third party that nobody can question. Step 2, let them run all the tests, measure everything. Step 3, and this is the big one, publish everything. The full, unedited technical reports for anyone to see. And finally, step 4, release video of the whole process, the setups, the tests, the results. Basically, no secrets, no place to hide. So this whole incredible story, the wild claim, the worldwide doubt, and this radical plan to prove it, it's all about to come to a head. The time for speculation is pretty much over. Now, the data gets to do the talking. And that moment of truth? It's right around the corner. The very first batch of independent test results from VTT is set to go live on February 23rd. You can bet the entire industry will be glued to their screens, waiting to see if the numbers match the hype. So that's where we are. We're about to get the verdict. And you have to ask yourself, if Donut Lab's claims are actually proven true by one of the world's top research centers, what happens next? What happens when something everyone thought was impossible suddenly becomes a reality? Well, it looks like we're all about to find out.